What's up guys, Mech here again. It's a double feature this week. We're doing two beers because I missed, I think it was the week before, we missed one, and stupid me, I had saved, that was loud, I'm sorry about that. I saved said beer from a 12 pack, and then I was stupid. Forgot all about it and went ahead and drank it, and I'm like, oh crap, I don't have it now. So I got some more, and here we have it. The Shipyard Pumpkinhead, which to me, I could be wrong, but I think Pumpkinhead is really kind of like the pioneer of pumpkin beers. Like I said, don't quote me at all. I can be completely wrong on that, but it's for sure the first one that I ever noticed when it came to pumpkin beers. So they've changed the bottle over the years. It looks a little different now, and there's not really much to say about it. It's just got the Pumpkinhead on it, Shipyard, with the haunted horseman holding up that glass with the jack-o'-lantern head on. As we hop over to Beer Advocate, we see here, you know what, I don't know, I really feel like I should move my camera. I'm doing this right now, and I don't even care. I feel like I should move this because it just makes no sense to me to not be showing what's on the screen. My cam covers it up. So here we go. Overall, it gets a 3.01 out of 5, which is called just okay by the reviewers. And the thing is with this one is there are 2,742 ratings. That's a lot of ratings, so it makes that score very much more, I guess, believable, if you want to say that, because there's so many reviews. You got a lot of people saying about the same thing, and that's why it's got that score. Anyway, it comes out of a Shipyard Brewing Company in Maine, United States. Styled pumpkin beer. But really, when it all comes down to it, it's an ale. Just like the last beer we reviewed. It's a pumpkin ale. Alcohol by volume is 4.70%. Availability is fall, of course. A little bit of a notes here. Somebody forgot to put the P in. We know what we know what they're talking about. It's Pumpkinhead is a crisp, refreshing. I can't even talk. Refreshing wheat ale with delightful aromatics, there's a word for you, and subtle spice flavor. To celebrate the fall season, we enhance the pumpkin flavor with a proprietary blend of spices including cinnamon and nutmeg. A proper pint of Pumpkinhead is served in a pint glass rimmed with sugar and cinnamon, and often accompanied by a shot of spiced rum or vanilla vodka. That sounds delicious. I gotta try that. I have had Pumpkinhead with a pint glass rimmed with sugar and cinnamon though. I have had that. In fact, Shipyard does sell like a little can of glass rimmings. I don't know if it's sugar and cinnamon or if it's Pumpkinhead flavored or something like that, because anybody can use sugar or cinnamon. You don't need to buy a special thing for that. But I have seen it. But some restaurants like Applebee's, for example, they do that. They'll have the seasonal Shipyard Pumpkinhead, and they'll have the glass rimmed with the cinnamon sugar. I've never had it with a shot of spiced rum or vanilla vodka though. That does sound interesting. That does sound interesting for sure. Would you be able to do it like a depth charge and just drop it in? That might work pretty well with like a spiced rum, possibly. I gotta try that. That's a video for another day. So anyways, let's go ahead and pop this open. We'll get back to our beer review screen here. And get our pour on. It's a lot more clear, to be sure, than the last beer we reviewed. I can see right through it. I can see everything. Whereas the last beer we did, it was very cloudy. The thing is, though, it's funny. This beer, here we go. It's a little better representation of the color there. I gotta say, it almost looks like a Bud or a Coors Light, except it's got a little bit of a orangey golden tone to it. So it's easy to assume, oh, it's a light beer or something of that nature. But I gotta tell you guys, it's not. I've had it before. This isn't like a new beer for me. In the smell, you get just pure pumpkin spice, sweetness. It is a sweet smelling beer. For a while, I didn't like it. A few years ago, I was like, it's too sweet. But I've broadened my taste a little bit, and I decided this is definitely one of my go-to beers for the fall season. It's one of my favorites. In the smell, you just get pure pumpkin pie sweetness with just a tiny bit of underlying spice. Let's go ahead and dig into this one. Shipyard Pumpkinhead, one of the originals to do it from what I understand. Cheers, you guys. It has a little bit of a unique flavor. Now, I'll tell you what I mean by that. When it hits your mouth, the first thing you get is like that pumpkin squash flavor. That might turn people off right away if you don't like squash, but pumpkin's different. It hits you, and it's got this little bit of a sweetness to it. And as it goes over your tongue, you get this kind of, this pumpkin pie spice flavor with a little bit of like the nutmeg, kind of a little bit of a roasted malt, cinnamon sugar kind of flavor to it. Now, in the last review I did of the fresh patch, I was saying, here we go, here is pumpkin pie in a can. But this is similar. It's like pumpkin pie in a can, but you get more of the pumpkin squash flavor, and the sweetness kind of hits you in the end. Like when I drink this, the first thing I think of is not pumpkin pie, which isn't what they're going for anyway. So it's just pumpkin, man. That sounds ridiculous, but it's just pumpkin. And the sweetness comes in at the very end, so it doesn't make it feel like it's just pumpkin, nothing else. You do get that pumpkin spice in the end, that pumpkin pie sweetness as well. But first thing you get is like that pumpkin, just plain old pumpkin, and that's fine. It's still very enjoyable. This would, I have never had one of these with a slice of actual pumpkin pie. I should do that. It's light, it's refreshing. If you're a fan of pumpkin spice, you're not gonna be disappointed, for sure. Very good, very good. One of my favorites, one of my go-tos. A lot of these more craft kind of beers that are in the pumpkin spice theme for this time of year tend to be a lot more expensive. If you're on a budget, Pumpkinhead is great. You can get a 6-pack for about, depending where you go, you can get a 6-pack for about $8 to $10, and then you can get a 12-pack, which is always cheaper per bottle, for around probably between like $15 at the highest, but the lowest I've seen is like $12. Great beer, great value. Highly recommend it for this time of the year if you enjoy pumpkin spice like me. So anyways guys, that's about it. That covers it for the Shipyard Pumpkin Ale. Give me a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs down if you did not enjoy the video. And try it out. This is available all over the country. This isn't one of those craft beers you're only going to find in certain states. So grab them while you can if you have not tried it. Give it a whirl if you're a pumpkin spice kind of person. If you jump on that old fall bandwagon when pumpkin spice becomes everywhere. Give it a shot if you have not already. And tell me in the comments how you liked it. This is truly one of my favorite beers. One of my favorite times of the year for beer. And unless I'm wrong, I don't really care. This is like one of the flagship beers for this time of month, and I love it. So thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. 2 videos being uploaded today. Double feature to make up for a couple weeks ago when I missed one. I hope you enjoyed and have a great rest of your weekend. And I will speak with you guys again soon. Take care.